So these are the objective questions from the Dissident MLA by Asif Currimbhoy. Which genre best describe Asif Currimbhoy's plays? It was B. Political dramas. Asif Currimbhoy's plays often address which of the following themes? All of them. Colonialism, social justice and religious beliefs. Now, in which year Asif Currimbhoy born? He was born in 1928. Which play by Asif Currimbhoy deals with the Naxalite movement? It's Inqilab. B. Asif Currimbhoy's Toll Drummers is set in which Indian city? It was set in Mumbai. Which of the following plays is not written by Asif Currimbhoy? It's Dance Like a Man. What is the common characteristic of Currimbhoy's protagonist? It is they frequently face moral and ethical dilemmas. प्रोटैगनिस्ट होते हैं जो हीरो होते हैं इस प्ले में, उन्हें प्रोटैगनिस्ट बोलते हैं. Which play by Asif Currimbhoy focuses on the theme of communal violence? It is A. The Refugee. Asif Currimbhoy's works are primarily written in which language? They were written in English. Which Indian playwright is known for integrating Western theatrical techniques with Indian themes similar to Currimbhoy? Another one is A. Girish Karnad. Now, who is the play से related हैं? ये थोड़ा आसिफ करीमभॉय से related थे author से. अब आपके डिसिडेंट MLA से start होते हैं questions. Who is the author? As usual, it's Asif Currimbhoy. What is the primary theme of the play? The primary theme is political corruption and resistance. Which real-life political movement inspired the dissident MLA? It's Navnirman movement. What does MLA stands for in the title? It's a member of Legislative Assembly. As you already know, MLA का मतलब. What genre does the dissident MLA belong to? It is a political drama. Who is the protagonist of the play? It means hero of the play. It was Ranjit. What is Ranjit's role in the play? He is a dissident politician. What is the primary conflict in the play? A student movement against political corruption. तो ये primary conflict थी इसमें. Which of the following best describe Ranjit's character? He was idealistic but cunning. How do student activists in the play challenge the government? By organizing mass protests. What is the climax of the play? The violent crackdown on protesters. Which character represents the voice of the student community? Is Sunil. What does Ranjit attempt to do as a dissident MLA? He supports the students and challenge corruption. How does the government respond to the protests? By using force and imposing restrictions on them. What is the underlying critique of the play? The underlying critique was the failure of democracy. What role does the media play in the story? Media sensationalizing events for public reaction. What is the major consequence of the protest? Its student leaders are arrested. What symbolizes the youth frustration in the play? Their protests and sit-ins. What is the final message of the play? The final message was the student activism has the power to bring change. How does the play end? In the play end with the suppression of the protests. What narrative technique does Asif Currimbhoy use in Dissident MLA? Realistic dialogue and political discourse. Which character betrays the movement? It's Manohar. What does the play suggest about the power of ruling class? It is deeply rooted in corruption and influence. What role does Ranjit's wife play in the story? She encourages Ranjit's activism. What is the significance of the play's title? It highlights the struggle of an individual against political corruption. Now, some more questions from the same play. In which language was Dissident MLA originally written? It was written in English. What political ideology does the play critique? Democracy as corrupted by political leaders. Which literary device is commonly used in Dissident MLA? It's satire. How is Ranjit different from other politicians in the play? He is an honest reformist. What is the role of the students in the play? They are rebels fighting for justice. What is the main setting of the Dissident MLA? A university campus. What does Ranjit symbolize in the play? A new wave of honest leadership. How do political leaders in the play maintain their control? These options are all of the above. They control the political leaders in the play maintain their control by making false promises, by using violence and intimidation, and by suppressing student movements. All of them. What is the primary emotion conveyed through the play? It is anger. What does the title The Dissident MLA suggest? A rebellious politician who opposes corruption. What does the character Manohar represent in the play? The corruption within the political circles. What is the primary source of conflict in the play? The primary source of conflict was the students' rebellion against the government. What is Ranjit's primary goal in the play? To bring about political reform. How does the play depict the role of media in politics? As a manipulative force. What action does the government take against the dissidents? They are arrested and silenced. What do the students demand in the play? They demanded that an end to political corruption. What historical period does the play reflect? The post-independence political turmoil. How does Ranjit's character evolve throughout the play? He becomes disillusioned with politics. What happens to the student leaders at the end of the play? They are imprisoned or disappear. What lesson does Dissident MLA convey? Youth movements can inspire reform. What is the significance of the protest scenes in the play? They symbolize the power of resistance. What is Ranjit's major weakness? He is too idealistic. What does the government manipulate public perception? How does the government manipulate public perception? It's all of the above. Government manipulate public reaction through propaganda, by bribing journalists, and by controlling the police. What is the recurring motive in the play? The use of fire as a symbol of resistance. Why is Dissident MLA still relevant today? It highlights ongoing issues of corruption and activism. And that's all. I've tried to cover all the possible questions and their answers from the topic and from the poem The Dissident MLA. So keep watching and be prepared for your exams.